And welcome back, everyone. My name is Tyler Boronski. You're watching the T-Balls 5 YouTube channel, home for your top interviews with professional athletes and celebrities. Today, my guest, he is fresh off his first season of professional baseball with the Atlanta Braves organization. Right-handed pitcher, Mr. Jackson Lourie. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Honored to be here.
glad to have you on, Jackson. Now, what's awesome for you is you're actually from Atlanta, Georgia, and you're playing with the Braves organization now. So, be honest, I mean, has it hit you yet that you are playing for your hometown Braves and their organization?
Um, Honestly, it's a dream come true. Lifelong goal of mine to get drafted, to have it be with the Atlanta Braves and the hometown team was just surreal. It hit me a little bit over the summer playing. I was like, wow, this is actually happening, and it couldn't be better.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Well, I can see all the Braves posters in the background as well. So I
Yeah,
guess I can see you're a big Braves fan for a
yeah.
while.
Growing up in Atlanta. Going to Braves games just my whole life since I was a little kid. Just always idolized the organization and all the players and first class organization that it is.
Yeah, definitely. Any favorite Brave players growing up?
Yeah, I'd probably say John Smoltz, Martin Prado, and Brian McCann were my favorite Braves players growing up. Just the way they all competed and played the game with art and class.
Awesome, yeah. Now I know you got a chance to go to the new Braves ballpark, the SunTrust Park, after you got drafted. So how would you compare maybe Turner to SunTrust? Any comparison and contrast there?
I mean, they're both state of the art, just stadiums. But I grew up going to Turner Field for a lot of years, just going to watch games, and that place was just beautiful. But SunTrust is just it's unbelievable. I don't know how else to describe it. Just the scene around it, it's state of the art, just everything. It looks like it's out of a movie, honestly. Just the restaurants that are down below, just the seats are just unbelievable. Just the field, it's just beautiful layout. Just couldn't ask for anything better for Braves fans.
Oh yeah, I need to make my way down there soon enough because I really want to check it out. So that's awesome to hear. Now, you played your collegiate ball at Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee, a smaller D3 program. So, why do you think Rhodes was maybe the right fit for you when choosing a collegiate path?
So coming out of high school, I knew I wanted to play baseball. College, I just did not know where, and I was getting recruited by some schools, some low Division I schools in Rhodes, but I actually had a leg injury my senior year of high school playing football. I broke my leg pretty bad. Once that happened, some schools backed off, but Rhodes was the only school who still was interested in me. So I went up and visited, fell in love with the campus. The coaches were great, and also it was a great academic school. So knew I was going to get the best of both worlds by going there to get a degree and be able to play college baseball.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Now, like I did mention, though, it was a smaller baseball program, and you were actually the first player in the school's history to ever be drafted by a major league organization. So, did you go into the school with the intent of playing pro ball afterwards, or was that something maybe not until after your first full season as a pitcher, your senior year, that you thought about more?
Yeah, so, I grew up playing first and third base and infield just from when I played T-ball all the way up until my junior year in college. And I always had aspirations of playing at the professional level, but honestly, it wasn't, I didn't think I had a chance as a hitter and fielder. But I actually broke my left hand hitting my junior year when I was at Rhodes, and I could still throw, and I always had a good arm across the diamond in the infield. And my coach came up to me and told me, Jackson, this happened for a reason. We're going to turn you into a pitcher. And then started pitching first time this past year at Rhodes, and then really just this past couple months with the Braves, the first time I've done it. So pitching definitely helped get me to the next level as I have some raw ability, I think, and just good potential with it. So it's something that's changed my life completely, honestly.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's funny. Your coach maybe said that to you to completely switch positions like that. I mean, what was your initial reaction to when he told you that? Were you surprised or just like didn't want to do it at all at first, maybe?
I actually was totally open to the idea. It's something that I wanted to do. I was actually starting to kind of do it a little bit because we were thin with pitchers, and I was just looking to be a relief guy out of the bullpen. But once that injury happened, he was like, "What do you think about it?" And I was like, "I'm all for it." And I just stopped hitting pretty much at that point and focused all my time and energy on pitching and devoted my practice and training to pitching. And I'm glad. I think he was right when he said everything happens for a reason, and I think it did happen for a reason, and it got me an opportunity to get drafted by the Braves and continue my career.
Yeah, that's great. Now, like you mentioned, yeah, you drafted by the Braves in the 24th round this past June. Played in the GCL this year. Had a pretty good year, 2-0 record, 3.10 ERA, and 14 appearances. I know the GCL is a lot of younger guys as well, like yourself. But did you notice a rise in competition in the GCL, or was it pretty standard to what you saw in maybe college?
Yeah, so the competition was a lot better than I experienced in college. Most of the guys were just rookies who just got drafted or got signed from a Latin country. So everyone was younger, but the talent was off the charts. If I make a mistake, it's hit pretty hard. Whereas college, I could get away with it, but the coaches really were just awesome with me down there in GCL. The Braves have some great coaches, and they really helped me. Started out I struggled in the beginning, and then I think I really turned it on the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season. And I give all the credit to my coaches for helping me make some adjustments with my mechanics, and it really helped me have some success down the stretch. And the competition was definitely a lot better, though. The professional down in the GCL, everyone can play, no matter what level you are in professional baseball. Everyone can play.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. And the GCL is a little funny because you're finally beginning your professional career, right? You're finally a pro baseball player. You're wearing the Braves logo on your uniform. Yet the GCL has absolutely no fans. So I'm curious to hear from you, was it a little strange and surreal that you are now a pro, yet you might have been pitching to more fans in college than pro ball?
It was the GCL. It was tough. It was definitely a challenge because every game was at 12 o'clock in the 95-degree heat down in Florida, and that's something I wasn't used to in college. But then the fan thing that you mentioned, it's crazy. Like the only fans there were pretty much some organization, like executive front office type people from the Braves or the opposing team to play, and some scouts, their teammates, and maybe just like a couple of little kids running around and stuff like that. So it was definitely different because in college you had a lot more fans, and it seemed to be like a more intense environment. When in pro ball, everything seemed a little bit more laid back. There was less people there, but it was definitely different. I had to readjust. It took some adjusting to be like, whoa, there's not many people here in the stands.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it only goes up from there, so
Yeah.
Now, like you mentioned, you're relatively new to pitching still, but what would you say is maybe a strength in your pitching arsenal right now, and what would you like to see yourself improve upon?
Yeah, so some strengths I think that I have just natural length and natural run on my fastball. I throw both a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball, and when I get those pitches working, I can throw them to both sides of the plate, to lefties and righties, and it's tough for them to pick up because I hide the ball very well with my body and my mechanics. So that's something that helped me get some outs. And then my curveball really developed a lot this summer. Became a go-to out pitch for me. I developed a lot of confidence with that. So those are some strengths that I think I have. Going forward, things that I know I need to improve upon are just overall command of the strike zone and developing a changeup. I've started throwing changeup for the first time in my life this summer. I never threw one in college or anything like that. And I was taught one down in the GCL, and I threw it here and there down there. But I know going forward, I I got to get a change up. I got to develop a change up to get another look for a hit, to give a hitter another look. That's something I need to work on.
Gotcha. All right. Well, final question for you, Jackson. I mean, this upcoming March, you'll finally be part of spring training for the first time. You get to be around maybe some of the big league guys and coaches, and like we mentioned with fans, there'll definitely be more fans to see you guys work, and definitely more fan interaction. So, what are you hoping to maybe take out of spring training this upcoming year to just maybe improve on being a better professional?
Yeah, going into spring training, I'll probably be a little bit nervous, but I'm going to be excited when I get down there. I'm going to be ready to work. I'm not going to let anyone outwork me, but just to hopefully be around some guys who have been in the organization for a while and have big league time, just to see how they take care of their bodies on a daily basis and see how they go about warming up and how they go about attacking hitters, some of the older pitchers like that. Just that's stuff I'm going to be very open mentally, just to learn as much as I can from guys who have, more experience in the higher ranks and the professional level. So, definitely excited, but I'm going to be ready. I'm going to try and turn some heads down there this spring training. So,
hey, that's awesome, man. And just to wrap it up, maybe can you give some social media plugs just so fans can follow you on maybe like Twitter or Instagram?
Yeah. So my Twitter handle is @HJLourie, and then my Instagram is @applejacks_Lourie, APPLEJAX_LOURIE. Yeah. Got a little nickname.
Hey, that's perfect, man. And fans, you can follow this YouTube channel at TBAutos512, also on Facebook at TBAutos512 Interviews, and on Twitter at Ty Boronski10. Jackson, thanks so much for taking the time to do this interview, and we wish you the best moving forward.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.